Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ryan Trahan. He is like 22, 23-year-old kid, YouTuber, recently passed 10 million subscribers. And recently he blew up, basically controlled the entire narrative over the internet because of a 30-day challenge that he went through. And because I'm crazy, I went to his channel and I first binge watched all of his penny challenge videos that he had done beforehand. And I learned something fascinating. Like I went back to the point where he was telling the viewer that he has like 2,000 subscribers and he can't wait to hit 3,000 subscribers. And
I've been watching him for like over a year, and I find he's very entertaining, very fascinating. And I was watching this whole series. I mean, I don't think I watched every single video, but I was following along with his journey and I know what he was doing. I also think it was interesting how he was making money. I don't know if you want to get into that, but I think he was teaching a lot of young people that like, you could make $100 a day just selling bottled water at the beach. It's pretty interesting.
That's one of the beautiful things about Ryan Trahan, because he's proving to Gen Z, you don't need your parents. Yeah. You don't need a car. Yeah. You just need some hustle. Yeah. You need some grit. Yeah. You need to get up and go. You need to take action. And I mean, millennials and Gen Zers take a lot of flack for being like kind of like a, insert your adjective, like you're the lazy generation or whatever. And I think it's people like Ryan Trahan that are proving that wrong. And he's inspiring a lot of young people to get up off their butts and take action. Anyways, long story short, I was checking out these earlier penny challenge videos and they were fascinating. And you can tell that he was experimenting. It's obvious. You can tell he was trying this, trying that, seeing what his audience resonates with, seeing what's really working, right? It's all about split testing what you're doing, and if it works, double down and triple down. So after I got through all of those videos, and by the way, I watched his, Ryan, you're not watching this, Ryan, but if you ever do, you got to fix your playlist, brother, because your playlist is in the wrong order. Just saying. Because I found that really, I was watching his penny playlist and he didn't have the videos in the right order. I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. Anyways, so when I hopefully I meet him in September at Mid-Summit. I should be meeting him and I'm going to be like, dude, fix your playlist. And then I started watching the 30-day challenge. For those of you that aren't aware, he started on the West Coast and he started with 1 penny and the clothes on his back. 1 penny and the clothes on his back. The main objective tying all of these videos together was to deliver a penny to Mr. Beast. Now, clearly he was getting a lot of benefit over the celebrity status of Mr. Beast. Jimmy is a very famous YouTuber. If he was trying to deliver the penny to his mom, probably would not have gotten the same appeal, right? So that's step one. That's A, right? Like what's the main objective? What's the main goal that you can help, that you can rally a lot of support that people want to see? If you can actually accomplish this really crazy goal, starting like doing something extreme from so little. Like, didn't we get rid of the penny in Canada a few years ago? Like, we don't even have a penny, Canadians, right? Like, but the Americans still have a penny. And so that's what he started with, right? So that's the main objective, tying all of these videos together, the entire video series. That's the first thing that I learned from Ryan Trahan. The second thing is he deployed a parallel goal, something that a community can rally behind, something that people can feel proud of themselves to participate in. What was his goal?
Right, because he was fundraising.
He set a GoFundMe campaign to raise $100,000 for Feeding America. I don't want to spoil it for any of the viewers or listeners here. He smashes that goal like out of the water, right? And does exceptionally well.
Where did he get to? He got to over 1 million, right?
Well, should we?
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, that's fine. I mean, it's over, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, someone might want to go watch. But he ended up generating almost $1.4 million for Feeding America. And his goal was only $100K. Like, that's pretty incredible. And it wasn't just people calling in or going to the link and donating. But it was like, hey, if you don't have the money, just hit that subscribe button. And every new subscriber we gain this month, we'll donate a penny. Guys, he got 2 million new subscribers that month. Okay, so main objective.
Andrew, I want to ask you, because you've watched this so recently, where is the tipping point for that? Because from 2,000 to 2 million is huge. So was there an event, a PR piece, someone else shared a video? Like, is there something you can point to that really made it take off?
That's a great question. And
wait. How many subscribers did he have before he started? The penny challenge.
It would have been around 7 or 8 million, and now he's over 10. Yeah, he got 2 million.
So he got about 3 million in
okay, so he started with a really big base. So his base is what kept sharing it.
But still, to say that he gained 20% of his recent subscribers in a single month, no matter how big you are, that's impressive. that's impressive.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of press, positive press. He's a very positive person. I would say he never complains, criticizes, judges. He's very positive, right? Very charismatic. A lot of other YouTubers were talking about him and supporting him, either in Instagram stories and so on, right? And also, he had this thing where it was called the Great Reset, where you could reset him back to a penny if you donated. It was 5,000.
50,000.
It's 5,000. 50,000. So then some big YouTubers were resetting him, and he got reset many times, right?
So it didn't matter where he was in the country. He didn't have to go back to California. He would stay where he was. But the point is, no matter how much money he had in his pocket, $200, $300, $500, it would reset him back to a penny. And dude, that was the third thing that I learned from Ryan Trahan. These are three really important concepts that any YouTuber or anybody with a YouTube channel should be paying close attention to, because it completely revolutionized everything. You need some beats. You need some common denominators. You need some glue that sticks all of the videos together and creates some tension so that the viewer is compelled to watch the next release, so that every time the creator adds a video to the channel, I can't miss this. I need to know what happens next. The Great Reset that Matt just referenced, everyone wanted to know, was he going to be, reset this episode, right? Because at the end of the episode, when he was going to bed, he'd open up his phone and he would take a look at the donations. And sometimes the donations was over $50,000, but it was multiple, like 5,000 sums. So you weren't really sure yet if he was reset or not, and it created some tension. And plus the other aspect too is, what's the enemy in this? What's the villain? Time. And it's doubt. It's the fear of, like, can I do this? I'm so how many people would take on such a crazy audacious goal like this and put it out publicly so blatantly like that? Because he could have failed. He didn't. Thankfully, he didn't. And now it's just it's an amazing thing that happened that I think a lot of people need to be paying attention to, because success leaves clues. So that's what I learned from Ryan Trahan.
Yeah. Also, the fact that he was posting every day versus maybe he used to post like once a week or something like that would also probably increase the amount of views. So, yeah, I think it was really amazing watching it, and I think he's going to inspire a lot more creators.